After mucking about at the farm in Bandon this morning, we're here at the Bantry House and Gardens for some afternoon tea with the owner of this great estate, Julie Shelswell-White. Julie, first of all, let me apologise for being dressed like one of your groundsmen, but I've been wandering through the farms of Cork, and thank you for welcoming us all into your home, because it is indeed your home.
It is, yes.
And I'm sorry to say that I don't know an awful lot about this great house, and I'd love you to tell me your story.
This house, Bantry House, has been in my family since the 1700s. It was my ancestor Richard White who bought it in 1739, moved in 1765, and we've been here ever since.
What is life like daily here for you, running this great estate?
Never boring. I moved home in 2018. I was in Dublin, and I always say I haven't been bored since 2018. So Bantry House keeps us very busy as a family. We host weddings, we have a B&B, we serve afternoon tea, we're open for visits to the garden and to the house. Sometimes movies are made here.
So there are two things that I want to talk about. First of all, the afternoon teas. So anyone can come in here and have this magnificent display of food with afternoon tea in a great estate.
Yes.
So if I come to stay in this great house as a guest of your B&B, what's the experience like?
Very unique. We have 6 bedrooms in the east wing, and what I always think is most unique about our bed and breakfast is that the wing is connected to this room. So in the evening, when all the visitors go home, you have access to this room exclusively as a B&B guest. You can pour yourself a gin and tonic, have a cheese board, have afternoon tea, and just enjoy the room. It's very special.
Speaking of enjoying the room, it's time for us to have a cup of tea.
Sure.
And is it okay that I pour?
Please. Thank you.
How great is it to be in a room surrounded by magnificent portraits of your ancestors?
Yeah, it's great.
How does it feel?
I suppose, not to sound silly, but it feels sort of normal because I grew up here. But, you know, obviously I feel very proud, and I'm very proud of my heritage, you know. And I know a lot of people pay money to know their ancestry. I have it hanging on the wall every day.
Right there on the wall for you. You have one special man over here that you want to talk about.
So throughout the 19th century, we were the Earls of Bantry, 4 in total. But the second Earl, Richard, who's pictured here, the house was designed by him. He formalised the garden, and he collected most of the really special pieces that we have in the house.
I've one more question for you. Where are you going to put your portrait?
I'm going to get the biggest one, and I'm going to put it on the biggest wall. So we're standing in the Italian parterre now, which is a typical Italian style formal garden.
I'm just sorry that I'm not here to see these bloom. I think we're about 3 or 4 weeks away. I'd nearly stay.
Yeah.
Can I move in?
Yeah, sure. You'll have to work.
Okay.